Listen up, DAT Nation. We have massive news shaking up the Big Easy today. A major defensive weapon is stepping up big time and ready to completely take over the Dome. If you bleed black and gold and want all the Breaking Saints updates, you need to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. We are talking about a massive leap in our defensive scheme that will shock the league. This rising star is absolutely fired up and dropping huge comparisons. Do not miss a single second of this insane update. We've all been wondering how this New Orleans Saints defense would rebound after the departure of our longtime leader, Demario Davis, who rejoined the Jets in free agency. But now, we have a clear answer emerging from training camp. Second-year linebacker Danny Stutsman, our 2025 fourth-round pick from Oklahoma, is not just ready to fill big shoes. He's ready to make his own mark. Last season, Stutsman played in all 17 games, racking up an impressive 53 tackles. For those thinking that's just special teams filler, think again. 40 of those tackles came directly from his defensive play, even as a second and third stringer, playing nearly half the defensive snaps in the final 2 weeks. His progression is undeniable, and he believes his second year under defensive coordinator Brandon Staley will see a massive leap. "It's incredible," Stutsman shared. "The second year, you know the defense. You know what you're expecting, and you can really just play fast. There's no second guessing." He feels he's in store for a huge jump, stating, "Last year was all right. I made some plays. Now, you really want to take it to the next level." What makes this even bigger is his confidence in the talent around him, particularly the elite group of Saints runners like Travis Etienne Jr. and Alvin Kamara, who are making him better in practice. Stutsman also gave a fascinating comparison between Davis and the returning Kaden Elliss, noting they are completely different, with Elliss bringing a more approachable demeanor. "Kaden is incredible, dude," Stutsman effused, especially praising Ellis's unique ability to rush the passer, calling him the best linebacker in the league at it, which will be crucial given Staley's blitz-heavy approach. Prepare yourselves for a bold statement, Saints fans, because our young linebacker Danny Stutsman just declared Kaden Elliss the best linebacker in the league at getting to the quarterback. This isn't just locker room banter, it speaks volumes about what our coaching staff and front office are prioritizing. The backdrop was a major shift. Our defensive leader, Demario Davis, departed in free agency to rejoin the Jets. That loss created a significant void, but the team, with clear foresight, drafted Danny Stutsman in the fourth round of the 2025 draft, perhaps anticipating such a scenario. Stutsman quickly proved his worth, playing all 17 games his rookie year, racking up 53 tackles, with an impressive 40 coming from defensive snaps, not just special teams. By season's end, he played nearly half the defensive snaps in crucial late-season contests. Now here's the thing. Bringing back a player like Elliss, whom Stutsman sees as a premier pass rusher, perfectly aligns with Brandon Staley's defensive philosophy, which reportedly saw linebackers blitz frequently last season. This strategic acquisition of a specific skill set showcases our front office's commitment to adaptation. The expectation is that Stutsman, now in his second year under Staley, will truly play fast without hesitation, benefiting from that crucial system familiarity. Our coaches are clearly building around specific talents to redefine our defensive identity, ensuring we don't just replace but truly evolve into a more dynamic unit, sharpened daily by our own elite running backs like Travis Etienne Jr. and Alvin Kamara. This internal competition fuels an unparalleled intensity, preparing our linebackers and safeties to tackle any opponent with unmatched precision and ferocity on Sundays, making us truly formidable. Now, let's turn our attention from the raw facts to what this truly means for our New Orleans Saints. The real stakes here are profound. We're talking about the evolving identity of our defense in the post-Demario Davis era, a unit that's long relied on his steady leadership. The immediate impact on our depth chart is clear. Danny Stutsman, after his promising 53-tackle rookie season with 40 defensive stops, is poised to step into a much larger role. With Pete Werner and the returning Kaden Elliss, our linebacking core is now younger but potentially more dynamic. Ellis, who Stutsman hails as the league's best pass-rushing linebacker, brings a different, aggressive edge that perfectly suits Brandon Staley's system. This shift allows Staley to continue his aggressive blitzing scheme, creating difficult matchups for opposing running backs and quarterbacks alike, directly impacting how we approach specific upcoming games. Imagine the pressure they can apply against mobile quarterbacks in the NFC South. What nobody is talking about, however, is how this fresh combination of Ellis's unique pass-rushing prowess and Stutsman's second-year system familiarity will fundamentally alter our defensive strategy, especially in critical division matchups. This strategic flexibility helps significantly in our battles against the Panthers, Falcons, and Buccaneers, as a more unpredictable and aggressive front can disrupt their offensive flow. For our playoff chances, a defense that adapts and maintains a high level of play, even with a changing guard, is absolutely paramount. Stutsman's confidence and Ellis's specific skill set could be the unexpected catalyst we need to make a deep run. The cohesion and fast play promised by Stutsman are not just feel-good quotes. They represent a tangible step forward for our team. The linebacking core faces a real test this season with the departure of the consistently stellar Demario Davis, who took his leadership and immense talent back to the Jets. However, the club clearly prepared for this, drafting Oklahoma backer Danny Stutsman in the 4th round of the 2025 draft, and his rookie year was more than just a glimpse of potential. Stutsman suited up for all 17 games, racking up an impressive 53 tackles. And while 13 of those were special team stops, 40 came from defensive play, showing his capabilities even as a second and third stringer. He even saw nearly half the defensive snaps in the season's crucial final 2 weeks, suggesting he's ready for a much larger role. Stutsman, like Pete Werner and Saints returnee Caden Ellis, believes the second year under defensive coordinator Brandon Staley will make a profound difference, feeling liberated to just play fast without hesitation. The confidence Stutsman expressed training against an elite group of running backs like Travis Etienne Jr. and Alvin Kamara indicates a significant upside. Yet, as New Orleans Saints fans, we can't ignore the immense gap left by a player of Demario Davis's caliber, both as a consistent elite performer and a locker room leader. While Caden Ellis, returning to us, brings a different, highly effective skill set, Stutsman calls him the best linebacker in the league at rushing the passer. Perfect for Staley's blitz-heavy scheme. He's not the same all-around presence or run-stuffing force Davis was. Filling that void requires not just production, but also the kind of intangible leadership that is rarely replaced easily. So, when we look at the progress of Danny Stutsman and the return of Caden Ellis, a clear picture emerges for the New Orleans Saints' defensive future. This isn't just about replacing a legend like Demario Davis, it's a strategic pivot. The franchise is demonstrating an astute ability to develop talent from within, as seen with Stutsman's rapid growth and his declared readiness for a huge jump in his second year. Simultaneously, they've brought in a proven playmaker in Ellis's whose unique pass-rushing skills are tailor-made for Brandon Staley's blitz-heavy scheme. This signals a commitment to a faster, more aggressive linebacker core, perfectly aligned with our defensive coordinator's vision for the next few seasons. As New Orleans Saints fans, we should feel genuinely optimistic heading into this season. The team